Hey Capricorn, I feel like the last reading just recently, a moment ago, was quite specific. I just want to jump into some more general messages. So we'll see what wants to come out. First message. Let's start with some fairy tarot because that's what we're going to do. Bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs and exceptional talent for multitasking. First thing coming through with this is scheduling. This feels like throwing away scheduling for a minute and just doing what you want to do as and when you feel like doing it. Today I caught myself doing something and I was like, oh, and it just came through as a way to explain this. I was standing in the kitchen, I was making my tea, I was waiting for the candle wax to come up to the right temperature to pour into the candles, the candle jar. And while I was waiting for that, I was doing some dance training. While I was waiting for the, I put the cat food like in the, like to chill, to like freeze up a bit because she likes it a certain texture. And instead of like doing one thing, doing the next thing, it was all happening simultaneously at once. I didn't register I had done anything. In my head, I hadn't done any dance training today. I didn't make the candle, and because I didn't set out to invest time in a stressful way to do something that I felt like I had to do, that was on the to-do list. I was just free-flowing, doing what came through, doing what felt comfortable, expressing myself depending on, in that moment, how I felt. And usually I would wait until a certain point, like at least learn the first section of the dance before I turned it off, but I didn't. I just did a little bit, moved on, did something else, moved on. If I started feeling like I was becoming attached or irritated, I'd just turn it off, tend to the other thing I was doing. When that started feeling like a burden, I let that go and did a bit more of that other thing. Everything got completed, but I was like pinballing back and forth between tasks. But everything got done in a very short space of time, seamlessly, without this overthinking. Then it came to this thing of releasing that to do anything successfully, it needs to be stressful. It's like, it can be fun. Like, it felt like I was just playing. How you'd have like a creative day, making the candles. Like, this is all stuff for business for me. But to me, business is personal. Whatever energy you're in is the energy of your business. You are your business. Just really getting into flow state, making things fun, taking off the pressure, releasing the weight, letting yourself play, letting yourself move from a more light-hearted place. It feels like this is something you're able to do, or will soon be able to do, because you receive physical confirmation that something that was weighing heavy on your mind has been solved. Let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Number 13. 5:52 on the video. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. 6:33. Right, let's jump into the tarot. I feel guided to use the other deck. I haven't pulled from this one for a while. It's my favourite first ever deck. A magician on the back of the deck. Let's see what wants to come out. First card, 8 of Swords. Overthinking, stress, sleepless nights. This is coming through 8 of Swords, and I'm seeing the 9 of Swords. This is doubt, self-doubt, not putting yourself out there because rather reject yourself than be rejected. Rather that you abandon yourself than be abandoned. That you hurt yourself than be hurt. This is fear of moving forward for good reason. This is being burnt so many times that it's like, well, I'm not stupid, you know. Fool me once, life, but fool me 4 million times, life. You want me to come and, you know, ride the same rodeo again, fella? Magician, yes. Yes. Unfortunately. Yes. 8:22 on the video. Something's coming through. Interview Robert Kiyosaki I watched ages ago, and I've got the clip coming through in my head, and it was like, he got to a point when he realized, but if I go and do what it is that I feel guided to do, like, it comes with so much risk, so surely I'm not gonna do it. Like, speaking his truth came with annoying people, pissing people off. It was a risk, so it was obvious that he wouldn't do it. But it's who he is, he had to do it. It's like, is there even a choice? That thing I always mention about the knowing what pill you're going to take with Neo and the Oracle. Like, okay, you can hide under the rock so long, but at the end of the day, your truth is bursting to come out of you. And that may not be just in terms of you speaking your truth. It doesn't have to be just in terms of, you know, word. It could be how you show up, expressing yourself, sharing your art, sharing your creations, showing up as an authentic version of yourself, your essence in how you look, how you dress, how you talk, walk, what you do, what you create. This is an end to hiding who you really are. That thing of how the Japanese saying about everyone has three faces, who they are, like who they really are, who they are at home behind closed doors, and who they show to the world. This is like who you really are. This is a vulnerability that is a million miles away from where many people exist, or like are willing to go to this extreme of vulnerability. But by going to this extreme of vulnerability, the rewards are great. The rewards outweigh the risk, and think how great the risk is or how it feels. It's an illusion that it's a risk. The human fear, you know, false evidence appearing real, or false evidence appearing real, or real evidence appearing real, regardless of what way it is. Move like you are divinely protected, and so it is. This isn't about being stupid, but this is about honouring, you know, I think, are you brave or are you stupid? Maybe a little bit of both. No, Nine of Pentacles. This is a dream come true, guys. 12/21, but you got to be it to bring it about. And this is the final push, the final F flu again. You know, it's like, this is the frustration with keeping up appearances, even in the slightest way. This is no more random. Every time a clip coming through from Good Witch again. This one hasn't come through before though, that I recall. There's a married couple, and the guy calls off the wedding, and before they leave where they're staying, they have to decide between themselves where they're going to send all the things they had ordered for the wedding. And including that, in that is like all this fish that they've ordered that now they've got to store. And she's like, okay, we're going to half this, we're going to half this fish, and and he's like, yeah. And he's like, actually, no, I hate fish. I hate fish. I'm allergic to a cat. I don't like the fresh air. I don't like you. I don't like your cooking. I don't like your walks. I don't like this. I don't like that. I just said all this because I wanted to be the man you wanted me to be. But that's not really who I am. Mic drop. And in the end, they had a big, you know, I don't know where I've been guided to add the conclusion. I didn't think it was about that, but maybe that's part of it. In the end, they basically have an argument about the absolute disrespect of the lie, of like pretending to be something that, you know, whatever it is. Then they apologise to each other that they didn't make each other feel comfortable enough to be their true authentic self, and it's all sweet and merry. And there's something where, you know, you're about to admit you don't like fish. You don't, it's not happening. The weight's too much to bear. That Jim Carrey speech coming through about depression being when your authentic self is like, F you, I don't want to be this character anymore that you're forcing me to be, to, you know, to keep up appearances. This is rebellion. This is protest of your, like, soul protest. That's how it feels. Enough's enough. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. Is it as easy as that? No. Is it heartbreaking that some people are not going to like your authentic self and certain relationships won't remain? Yeah. But is it worth losing yourself more than losing someone else? No. The world, the star, the sun, death, king of swords. This is, it feels like it could not possibly be worth it with the amount of headache that this season and this present moment is causing. Heartache, heartbreak. It's like completely not seeing a way out of a situation, of a feeling, of a truth, of a secret, of a understanding, whatever it is. It's like complete freeze mode of the brain, of the mind. Like what? Maybe keeping yourself busy with things that are aligned but still as a distraction from something following on along behind you. You're about to get worn out. Like, you've only got so much stamina, even you. So you're going to have to sit with these thoughts eventually. Things are going to have to be faced eventually. But the quicker they're faced, the quicker they're freed, the quicker you can get on with things. The magician, to not hide things in the dark, to bring yourself to light with love. Just because someone else doesn't like you or the way that you are, don't carry their shame. This energy is asking you to be a little bit audacious, guys. 23-32. And this is going to break some of your hearts, because it's like you genuinely wouldn't want to hurt anyone. And it feels like just you being the way you are may disappoint, upset or confuse others. Because it's like they're grieving the you they thought that you were. And it's like, fair enough, like everyone's entitled like to their... Everyone's entitled to their feelings, and it's not about dismissing that, but it's like, just because certain people feel how they feel doesn't mean you're not who you are. And it's a disrespect to yourself not to show up as yourself. Some of you it's a little tricky, because it's like you've got ties to people, maybe in terms of family, maybe in terms of like a business, or like there's ties to people in your life, physical ties, where it's like if somebody doesn't want to be around you, they could make your life difficult, or it is just difficult. Again, is this a reason not to show up as yourself? No. Even if it's as bad as in terms of manipulation, or if that's who you really are, then you won't see the children. I know that's crazy, but people be crazy. Or if that's really how you are, then like whatever it is, whatever kind of, like, give it up to God. Whatever projection, if it's as sinister as threat, whatever it is, it's not a reason to not do you. And it feels like this is the test. Can you do you even when you're petrified? Because it may be a really, like, scary thing, even if it's emotional. Maybe it's like you really cannot, like, the fear of losing somebody. I was watching a podcast the other day and they said something like, every day, like in a partnership, in a marriage, in love, like in a romantic sense, you have to show up as vulnerable and speak your truth. And over time, or even in short periods of time, your truth changes. The person that you're with will change, and every day it's a choice to either choose that person again or go somewhere else. It's not your responsibility for somebody to choose you, but it is your responsibility for you to show up in your truth. The other thing that was said was, like, you'd rather be with someone that truly loves you than somebody that loves somebody that doesn't exist, you know. The real you doesn't want to spend a day in your life without love. These are messages that were coming through from what I was watching. It was Jay Shetty and Emma Watson. Page of Wands. Foundational factors. Hanged Man in reverse. 9 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Okay guys, let's pull from Alice. The King of Hearts, number 19. You are drowning in an ocean of guilt and regrets that only makes things far worse than they really are. Stop the drama, wipe your tears, take a deep breath, and look at your life in a more optimistic way. Proper solutions will emerge in due time. In the meantime, calm down, restore your faith and inner peace, and get your body, heart and mind truly aligned in order to think and act wisely. Shouldn't you look at the situation from a less dramatic point of view? Cutting. Trickster, 13, Coyote. What's coming through with this, Capricorn, here you are, is that certain situations might be absolutely shocking to many, but from a spiritual perspective, from a clearing generational karma perspective, you know you can transmute this. You know that you may be looking through a wounded lens in terms of, it's not ideal that certain things are going the way they are or are the way they are, but to take life as it is. To take life as it is in an upbeat manner. Trust that even when things seem wrong, they're right. And to not let your guilt lead you to put others before yourself, to try and make them feel better, to be less like you. Split the deck. We've got the butterfly. Transformation. Huge metamorphosis taking place. You've earned the right to see a little more of life's magic. Raven. Number 16. Diversion. A possum. Let me get one more fairy. The return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. Protect the fruits of your labours. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Give us one more. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Studious, responsible, cheerful and mischievous. Gonna leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.